Around 2016, Creative Technology came to us and said, hey, we want to train like up to 200 of our folks, and they're all globally distributed. So we're trying to figure out how to get everybody in the same room. I said, we could take a different approach. Online learning, the bandwidth is there. Let's do some screen share. Let's start some pilot training with your team. And I think what ultimately we should do is build an online course for your team. Creative Technology was able to not have to fly everybody to the same place. Really just having a week where nobody's touching any other projects is nearly impossible in this industry. The remote training was really the solution there. We ended up training Creative Technology and went through several phases of that. And that was the beginning of an online masterclass that we created starting in 2016, an online course. It ended up being a soup to nuts manual of Vectorworks. Ultimately, it was about 5 months worth of curriculum. Overkill for most users. A lot of them were just asking, okay, what is it that I really need to know? That has since evolved. We distilled it down and made it project-based and industry-focused. We work with several different industries in museum exhibition design, outdoor festival, brand activation, corporate events. In 2021, Getty said, we want to digitize all our galleries, all our casework, and we really like to go deep with our Vectorworks workflow. To that point, they've been mostly SketchUp. We help them to digitize a lot of the gallery spaces, a lot of their casework, natively in Vectorworks, and then we taught their team how to go about utilizing this in their workflow. Post-pandemic, I hired on new folks that needed more onboarding. We've just finished a series of training with the Getty. It was a 12-week-long process. We met once a week. And the great thing is the whole team came together. Let me show you what that looks like. What we do is we capture recorded sessions of training. Vectorworks is project-based, custom training for their team. So we spent a few sessions doing curriculum construction, the high points, the sticking points, the hurdles. We were able to condense that down into a schedule of about 12 weeks. It is a live session. All the individuals on the call have the ability to interject, just like we were in a lecture in university. Great thing is we're sharing screen. Individuals can follow along. Sometimes we'll provide an exercise file, the baking show, here it is, all done. Or it's the shuttle file of here's where you want to start. We've got the assets in the resource manager for you in this particular document. If you want to follow along during the session and work on it. Curriculum that we cover live on screen is captured as a recording, and then we condense it down to the core instruction. On screen, we have highlights like you'll see as my cursor moves around. We've got some highlighting so it draws attention. And then, there are keyboard shortcuts that we see. And what we do is we break it down into topic by topic within that overall subject. You'll see we started with a camera match with the Getty team. Our methodology was the first few sessions, we wanted to grab some low-hanging fruit so we can get some easy wins for individuals, regardless of their familiarity with Vectorworks. Some individuals on the team have been using Vectorworks for more than a decade, and some have just opened the program for the first time. It's a common challenge when we pursue team training. You do have folks that maybe just never use the software at all, and other folks that they've used it, but they also may have existing habits, we'll say, on their workflow. So our challenge is to bring everybody to the same page. We've been doing that for quite a few years. This is the core of our methodology, is to find a tool or a workflow in Vectorworks that we can all rally around as a group and have an experience collectively. The analogy I use is I really think of myself as a guide, trying to get everybody excited about a common adventure we're going to take together. As we have that experience together, we record it, and you have the ability to revisit this recorded session on this learning portal. We make these learning portals available to teams for up to a year from the beginning of training. Your team can re-watch that instruction. We even have the captions on the video as well. They can scrub through and just revisit that one little thing. If they have any questions, comments can be added below the videos. We'll just respond in the comments so that everybody can see what the solution was. Sometimes we might do a supplementary video so that it's constructed for the whole team. With this methodology, we get the live instruction. We get the video recording so that folks can rewatch, and we also get the commenting support. We do sunset that because we can't support all of the teams on live commenting indefinitely. In addition to that, every session you'll see we've got a challenge assignments, quizzes. Cumulatively, all of those quizzes add up, become a final exam. The final exam is rated, and that allows us to certify each individual. If they finish the exam and the exam has a passing grade, then we will certify them. There's a really quick rundown of what we've got to offer.